Greetings fellow life skillers. In this video I want to show you the best way to level each life skill. Just follow this video and you will get a million icons above your head like me. This was totally not recorded in the battle arena right after maintenance. I've made a spreadsheet to track all of your life XP progress in one single sheet. Check it out, it's the first link in the description. So let's get right into it. I will just assume if you're still life skilling 2021, you're just an XP memer and don't care about money at all. Because if you do, just go grind. Nah, just kidding, it's not that bad, but this video will only be about XP. So let's go from top to bottom. We start with gathering. Where do you level it? Obviously in Behr. You can gather the wild herbs over there for the best gathering XP. But be aware of the fact that you can't really push it 24/7 because even if you use regular energy pots and pearl energy pots, you will run out of energy pretty fast even. So if you want to level this life skill, you kind of need to combine it with another life skill that doesn't require energy. Second life skill, fishing. Well, yeah, it's fishing, so you want to fish. The fastest XP would be hotspots, but it's absolutely a waste of your active time, so don't do that. The best way to level it is go to Sea and fish there overnight, because fishing is the best use of your AFK time when it comes to life XP. Next one, hunting. When it comes to hunting, as XP memer, there's only one spot you will ever visit, and that's Feather Wolves. It is by far the best hunting XP. Hunting takes a bit to get into, but if you're good at it, you're smashing those XP. It's one of the faster life skills to level. And as a bonus, you get gathering XP as well. And for hunting, energy pots are enough, so you will not run out of energy, so you can theoretically push it 24/7 all day long. But keep in mind, for hunting, only the Manus clothes have an XP bonus on. So you probably want a Manus clove. And to have enough DP, you should start with minimum Tri Manus. And don't forget to bring pots. It's very easy to die if you don't have pen cloves and pots. And a quick disclaimer for the butchering knife, it doesn't matter which one you use, but it's best to use a repairable one, because you can repair it. Yeah. But gathering mastery doesn't matter at all. That's why I would recommend using the light butcher knife you can rent from Normal Light at the Northern Wheat Plantation for 50 CP, because you get 10% gathering XP extra and you can repair it. Next up, cooking. Cooking is very easy to level. First of all, it's super fast and you have tons of ways to do it. The best way is probably to choose one recipe and just spam the shit out of it. The two meals with the best XP are Odalita meal and Valencia meal. But you do have to spend some time on gathering as well. A lot of time actually. You can save that gathering time by just buying some of the sub recipes. But keep in mind, it's a huge money sink to buy the sub recipes and cook the meal. You will not make any profit and you will spend a ton of money. And as an XP memer, you usually don't have too much money, so yeah, you will have to balance it out. But I do recommend going for the liter meal, because A, you only have to hunt plus gather bracken, and B, it's pretty good profit. But it is very annoying to cook because every recipe is super heavy and you can't do too many cooks at once. Also, when you're just starting out cooking and you're in the lower levels with lower mastery, you will never make good money. Cooking profits are heavily gated by mastery, so keep that in mind. You would think Alchemy is pretty similar, but Alchemy is way slower. Since there's no mass alchemy, and also the alchemy recipes are way more expensive, it will take way longer to get into the higher levels. Good thing is though, mastery really doesn't matter at all. Mastery pretty much only buffs your byproduct you get. But for alchemy, I would recommend going for high tier elixirs, but starting from scratch. Do all the sub recipes, or you will be broke way too fast. But the difference to cooking is, if you plan on doing a lot of alchemy XP, you can't just spam one recipe, because one person alone can destroy the alchemy market. And you kind of need to get your money back if you want to continue alcheming. You can't just pay up for every life skill you do. So for example, go on Bdo Analytics, I will link it down below. Go to the alchemy tab, sort by experience, and then just click on a random one like training. And then you can see all the things you need. And I would do everything myself, aside from maybe the reagents. I can't really give a clear recommendation right now because the alchemy markets change way too fast, and you will have to see for yourself which recipe doesn't kill too much of your money. Processing. Processing isn't really more or less AFK than alchemy or cooking, because as soon as you get to the high mastery point, your inventory will be filled up real fast. The best way to level processing is get as much mastery as you can, get an energy stone, and start chopping timbers all the way to ship repair materials. Nowadays it doesn't matter anymore which timber you take, because you can use every timber for ship repair, but you need to keep in mind that timber is only the best XP because of a bug. So this bug could theoretically be fixed anytime, and this wouldn't be the best method anymore, but let's be real, they will not fix it. It's been in the game for 2 years now. So go chop up some timber, it's very easy to get into the high guru levels. You can also use a high tier silver embroidered cloth instead of Manus Craftsman to save some time buying the timbers, but mastery will still be faster than processing XP. And if you're curious about the break-even price of the timbers, you can buy the timbers for up to 540 silver and get your money back when you vendor the ship repair materials. The next life skill is training. As I said before in the fishing section, fishing is the best use of your AFK time for life XP. So how do you level training? Well, the best way to level training is not actually training the horses, it's to catch them. I will link you Famme's Something Lovely map down below in the description, and the map has all the horse spawns. So there's horses spawning around Glish, around Trent, around Etheria, in Serene, Balenos, in Duvenkroon. There are horses everywhere. It is very, very slow to level, and there are actually not too many benefits of leveling training. So if you're an XP memer, this should be one of the last things on your bucket list. You should be using the trainer's clothes from the luxury vendor and another training clothes from the luxury vendor, upgrade to a costume with a equipment tailoring coupon. That way you get a max amount of horse catch rate and a good amount of XP as well. It's by far the best combo of outfits. The Pearl Shop outfit is honestly pretty useless. And the way you catch horses is, you use a capturing rope, which you can buy from the stable keeper, go up to a horse, catch it with the rope, and slowly walk up to the horse. When you have to do the space minigame, spam space. And when you arrive at the horse, you will have to try to jump on the horse around 30 seconds after starting the entire taming minigame. So if you had 2 space minigames, give it 1 or 2 lump of raw sugars, or just wait a bit, lump of raw sugars don't actually do anything, and jump on it after. If you had 1 minigame, wait a little bit longer. If you had 0 minigames, you shouldn't wait too much. But as I said, with double trainer clothes, it's pretty easy to just jump on the horse. As for trading, there's only one real way to level it. You wanna make crates. Check out if you have any workers with +3 packing of any kind and start up the workshops. You can also reroll worker skills if they have 50 or 100% XP on level 30. It basically just costs 50% XP. And what do you do with those crates you make? You send them to Port Red or maybe Arehaza if you're lazy. But keep in mind, the Arehaza distance bonus is way lower, and the distance bonus is all that matters for your trading XP. If you're wondering how you would ever get crates over to Port Red, it's actually pretty easy. Put a stack of crates on your horse, whistle the horse onto a cork or fishing boat, and sail over to Rossi. You can either get to Rossi from Port Etheria or from Shakato Abandoned Pier. If you sit on your horse with the crates and use a map, you can get your crates to Port Red with 1 click. And if you have an arc map, even better. Just arc map from Etheria to Etheria, sail out to Ross, map to Red, and port back with your map. I would recommend saving up a few crates and some fat life XP buffs for bigger hand-ins. If you plan on doing guru trading, you will need up to 6 million crates or so. That's definitely not an easy guru. Farming is pretty simple. Get 10 farms for 100 CP, plant some seeds, and just prune them. Don't use workers to prune them because pruning is the majority of the XP. Use seeds that have a high blight chance and long growth timer. You can find out about that in farming resources in the Lifeskill Discord. I will link it down below. What I used and worked pretty well was special pepper seeds in Calfian region. The easiest way is probably to do it on an alt character, but it works on your main as well if you place your farms close to your main activity. You can also do node war farming. What that means is, every channel has their different blight timer, at which time the plants have a chance to blight. So if you know the timers for every node war channel, you can hop between the channels without the cooldown during node war and always be on the right channel during the right time. But this is super inconsistent because the timers change every week, and it's also more time invested per XP. I don't recommend it, but it's a good way to push farming actively. Next up is sailing. Leveling sailing is honestly in a pretty bad state. You can pretty much only do it by doing dailies. The XP you get from sailing or from sea monster hunting is so low that you might as well just skip it. It takes like half a year to get master and probably like 7 years to get guru, which obviously no one has yet. And XP buffs don't even affect it. So if you don't really need that master sailing, I would recommend skipping it. Terrible life skill, honestly. To be honest, there's not much to say about bartering, aside from life XP buffs matter a lot. Since you're gated by daily resets, you should use as many life XP buffs as you can and can afford. Just do your bartering as you would usually do it. Also, I would skip Magoria entirely. I wouldn't skip all the coin trades because you need it for gear and your Carrack, but everything in Magoria is an absolute parley destroyer. But aside from that, just barter away. Also, I need to mention, the Barter XP curve is different to every other life skill. It scales up way slower, and as soon as you're a guru, it pretty much doesn't change at all. Like, Guru 1 to Guru 2 is pretty much the same as Guru 49 to Guru 50. And this is it with this video. I hope you liked it, it was somewhat useful to you. For all the things I talk about in this video, I will have guides and resources linked in the description, so make sure to check it out. Because this is not really a step-by-step leveling guide, but more of an overview. I just wanted to have info for all the life skills in one video, and check out the spreadsheet I made for all the XP memes out there. To be honest, this video was just an advertisement for that cheat. So, I'm out. If you have any questions, ask away, message me on Discord, write a comment, whatever. Thank you for watching.